Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a little recap on the day. Today was day 10 of my small account challenge, day 11, and I didn't trade today, same as yesterday. I was a bit busy at work. Guy cut his finger open, so I dealt with that, and then yeah, I mean the MJ sector was took a good smashing today, similar to the last couple of days. So I just kind of watched it and just gonna do a little tech analysis from what I see on these four stocks that seem to be somewhat pretty big players. Well, maybe not pretty big players, but I see them as pretty big players right now in terms of potential moves coming up. So I'm just gonna go through them and see what we get here and lay the facts out from what I see and going off past uh, price action. So obviously we'll start with weed. These are all my old trades on this stock. Um, so what I see right here is we're coming down into something. Nobody knows yet, but what I'm gathering is that the only reason it stopped here today is because it's finding support right here on December 6th, where we came down from a nice, quick little steep decline from what was it? We had a high of $12.47, and then one, two, three, four trading days later, trading sessions, we're closing at $10. We hit a low of 9.78 that day, so pretty similar to what's going on over here, I would say. So we got one, two, three, four trading days coming down from not as high, from $11.13, it looks like. So we stopped here. This is the same support here. Look at, we popped underneath this support. It became resistance. We tapped it once. It's $10, pretty much $10 resistant. We blew up through it, and then we kind of magnet hovered along it until we finally blew it out again, broke out to the upside, and we made that nice climb to $13 in middle of February. And then ever since, we've just kind of been slumping on down here. So, I mean, if you go by the charts, I personally would say, next stop right around here, possibly. Obviously, whole dollar and half dollars usually play resistance and support levels, key resistance and support levels. But I mean, if you go by that one, $8.72 could be the next stop for it. I hope it's not. It'd be nice to see it bounce here, maybe go to 950 and turn around and head up. But that's what I see. That's going on previous price action. It's going on pretty defined support and resistance levels where it's taken a hard turn right away out of it. And you can see all these tops that it puts in. It fights through it, and then it either breaks up or it breaks down. I mean, it couldn't break $13. Why couldn't it break $13 here? Well, I know it doesn't sit right on it, but you can see right here, we popped over $13. Obviously, November 16th, we flew past, but look at, we pulled back to, $14. Next day, we opened up, we came in, we bounced in this kind of $13 mark, and then again, we popped up a little bit over $13 in the open, and then that was the big short. That was the big short sell-off, and we flew down. So that's what I see on weed. Let's go to SL, Supreme. I mean, this is the first thing I noticed, and I don't know if anybody noticed this, but this is just insane. So here we are, yesterday, Monday. Looks like we gapped down from about 140, 139. And, if I put that here, this was our little gap down today. And again, just take the price line and run it straight across. And this actually kind of blew my mind just now when I did this. Is that look where it fits in. It almost fits into the exact same price point where it gapped up in the run up to November 16th. So that was November 14th. Yeah. I mean, if I move that out of the way for a sec, look, that sits right on where we are today. So, I mean, that's why it gapped down. So is it going to keep going? Next stop could be down here around the dollar. Looks like it wants to come down and test the dollar, and that's where we saw it kind of. It came up here, topped out 150, and it sold right off down to $1 before it bounced back up. So Supreme could be in for a nice fall, or it could recoup here. This usually play here. We see 4 red candles, and then a gap down, and then it comes right back up. Similar to right here. This is the exact same thing that happens. So 1, 2, 3 red candles. We gap down this day, not on Supreme, but on a lot of other stocks. On March 8th, we had a gap down, and then the next day we turned up to the upside, and then we closed a little lower. Every stock kind of did its own thing. So move on to Emerald Health. Again, going by previous price action. Previous price action, right there, December 6th. We came down, smacked $1.02, pretty much $1, and then we flew right back up to 130. I'm not saying that's going to happen tomorrow, but if we go by our precedent of what's happened in the past, this is a good possibility that tomorrow we see a bounce off the whole dollar and maybe some sort of climb. Now, outside factors could change everything, or there could be more selling pressure and it could bring us down into this range, which would completely close the gap around 80 cents. So I'm holding EMH at 131. I only have 950 shares. I got in here. I bought it in my CIBC account. I did one trade in here at 129 and then sold at 135, and then I think I bought here where I saw this was a base here, and then next thing you know we just fell right down. Yeah, 133. I bought on one of these days. We fell right down here, and I was not smart enough to just cut my losses on the way out. So it was a swing trade always. I see potential in EMH. A couple other guys I talked to do as well. So it's not a lot of. It's a small trade, so I'll just hold on to it. And if you go by all the times, the last 3 tickers we just looked at, and how you go off the previous price action to find a base, to find a home, to try and decide where this thing's going to stop out. Here's a good example of the unknown. EMC, right from the day it opened. Here was IPO date. Look what we got. We sold off. Lowest we came down and touched was 252, and then it was a bull run after that to 460, and then look at this big move. Down, down, down. Looks like it recoups back into a downtrend, and this stock has been in a downtrend since 460. This seemed like it was coming out of it. I can't remember what the news was on the 17th of February that started this, if there was one, but we came up, topped out of 416. These are all one-day candles, by the way, and it's been downtrend ever since. 211 is where we've settled, and there's nothing on this side. It's never seen this price before. So will it keep going? I don't know. We're oversold down here on the RSI, 22.52 on the daily. It might not be oversold on the intraday chart. Let's see. Intraday chart coming into oversold territory, coming into it. So as soon as we break down here this 28 level, 30 level, we could see some oversold territory. We could see a sell back up. But you know what? Actually, right here, we have the same kind of RSI strength. And then, within a day or two, we popped back up. We had it's only a 10-cent gain, but there's a play there. Anyways, that's the difference between the 4 stocks in the same sector. Previous price action that I've seen. And, I don't know if I'm going to trade them tomorrow. I'm going to keep an eye on them, but I'm going to keep looking at NASDAQ stocks and try and build this small account up here. I did, on Monday, dump my stupid DRS trade that I've been bag holding forever. I will admit that was the dumbest trade ever in my life. I learned a lot from it. I also learned to watch the sector, which is, not the end of the world, and see how it reacts. So there'll be trades on the shippers in the future, but for now I'm gonna eat my loss. So my small account actually got topped up an extra $300 US because I sold my position and took my licks. So lesson learned: do not buy and hold a shipper ever. Do never hold it overnight. It's a quick play. quick intraday play based on price action. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow.